What's going on, folks? It's Price is Wrong, and I'm back again. I hope I'm back this time. I actually started the stream already as soon as I got into the preview server. And before my screen even loaded, somebody was already in my base. So my base has already been hit. Of course, it failed against the new ship. And sadly, y'all missed it. Let me see if I can at least get the playback going. That was my buddy Tony. He forced me to listen to the sounds of the game and everything. Because I couldn't get in there and do settings at all. Sadly, I do seem to always have a problem whenever I try doing playback in here. You guys probably just aren't going to get to see it. Because every time I do playback, it just gets stuck in that loop. Let me go ahead and get some music going here. Alright, this is going to be like just basically some background music for everybody. Alright, so I actually I had access to the early thing, but I had a doctor's appointment, so I didn't get to do it. It's okay, Tony. It's alright, man. I was just saying I was going to give you crap for making me listen to the music. You know the video that plays when you first start it up? It was playing the video, and by the time the video was over, you were already in my base. You were already in my base. I'm guessing we got to be like right next. Maybe I landed on your fleet. I really don't know, but let me go ahead and get that going. Anyway, so I guess the first thing that I need to do is actually go out and hit a target, and let me see what targets are out here. I got to hit a Forsaken mission target to win the blueprints. Oh, there he is. Man, that thing is huge. You know, I can't help but think that something happened with the scaling of the boats. You know what I mean? It's just they're so much bigger now than they were. Alright, okay, there's an 85, so it's old school. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do something I don't usually do. I'm going to get my fusion cruisers out. I'm going to use my fusion cruisers, because my fusion cruisers were actually designed for that particular target type. And I never used them. Even though I got them completed and ranked and everything, I never used them. Might as well use them here, right? I mean, there's not really any cost to it. Yeah, I had to wait for the public password because I was kind of surprised that the private password was completely used. Makes me wonder if it got out early or something. Oh, this is why nobody uses fusion cruisers, because they're incredibly freaking slow. Hey, G. You scrapped your what? Are you your fusion cruisers? Yep, never used these things. Got them all the way up to legendary, and then that was it. I know you don't need many points, but I'm gonna go ahead and do this just in case. What am I wanting from the new stuff? You know, I haven't seen anything yet, G. That's a very, very premature question. You know, it's like not even waiting for me to breathe before you say, how do you like the air today? I'm like, I have no idea. No idea. No idea. I got a 2-day ship build token. How about that? Alright. So, nice. Let's see here. Hold on a second. Let's watch a base hit real quick. Thunder's over there. What's going on, Thunder? Hey, that base looks like my base. Looks like you can just drive past everything for the most part. He's got a lot more guard than I got. This guy. They seem really tough, man. I generally go for everything, though. Alright. Did I earn another badge? Alright. EPK. Alright. So anyway, I've got all the blueprints, so now I just got to figure them all out. Y'all ready for that? Alright, G, let's figure out what... Let's learn these ships together. Alright. Let's learn these ships. Alright, so in my shipyard currently, of course I need to just go ahead and speed that up. Let me go ahead and use that 2-day ship build token on it. And I'll go ahead and speed this up too while I'm at it. Instant speed up 159 gold? That just doesn't sound right. Is that right? 159? Alright. Alright, let's clear that bad boy. We know it's a new Conqueror hull, and here it is right here. It's called the Fury. Doesn't look very big here. Oh, Thunder, man. Big stuff happening here, man. You know, big stuff. There's no saying that any of this information is final, okay? There's no saying that any of this is final. Most likely something will change, okay? So I'm just putting that out there. Now, the new weapon that we got... We got to get that new weapon on here. So I know it's a that's Blizzard missile. Let me. I know it's a scattergun, right? So here we go. So we got to get that on there because we're supposed to test it. That's pretty much what we're after. Actually, you know what? Let me just clear all that off real quick. Alright, so evade bonus is a negative 50%. Alright. Scattergun reload is 100%. So it's definitely recommended scattergun is the way to go. Penetrative deflection, 15,000. Explosive deflection, 10,000. Radioactive deflection, 9,000. All of that is insane. The deflection is a little weak, and there's nothing in here at all for ballistics. Okay, so if you were wanting to defend your base against this, you need to focus on ballistics, and you need to focus on corrosive. Okay, ballistics and corrosive. What else are we missing? There's no concussive in here. So no concussive. So concussive is its weakness. Ballistics is its weakness. We did just recently come out with a ballistic cannon right down there. I've got one in my base right now. Combat speed is 23. Turn speed's 15. Again, the evade is a negative 50. So evade is not recommended. I would not even try. You could get your evade over 0, but the amount of effort that you're going to be putting into that is like going to be really, really high. Looking at most base weapons these days, okay, we have the Basilisk right here. That does corrosive. All right. We have the Draconian Scattergun. That does also does corrosive. So corrosive is the main thing you want to try to defend against when hitting a base these days. Here we have this is an explosive, the Frostbite Rocket. So that's explosive, and I believe that thing was pretty well beefed up against those, if I'm not mistaken. Explosive deflection was 10,000, as I recall. Explosive being 10,000. You see, if you look at this damage right here, the damage on that's 12,000. So it's not a ton of damage it's going to take. A majority of that damage is going to be dissipated against the new ship. We have oh, I already did this one, Drac Scattergun. Now, of course, you know, the penetrative, we did just get a whole bunch of dead eyes in the new campaign. A lot of us had them already. I had mine already. I'm just trying to think. Concussive. We need concussive. Let me see here. So this turret here is concussive. That's the minigun turret. So that'll be a really good one. The concussive minigun, and if the blunderbuss is ballistic. All right. So that'll be a good one. Basically, you're going to want a few of these. So I may go ahead and change my base up a little bit and put a bunch of these in. You know, a lot of these things that I'm currently building, I can actually go ahead and coin just because I'm on here and they gave me 80,000 gold. All right. So let me see here. All right. I do have some uranium and I got some base parts, so I can do a little something. What's going on, Germany? Yep, Mountain Dew, yes, blunderbuss. Oh, are you not familiar with the blunderbuss turret? That is actually the current, that's the very last prize in Tier 5 right now, before tokens. So, if you're able to do Tier 5, you can get the blunderbuss. But it's ballistic. I mean, there are other ballistic turrets, but this is the newest one. And this one here has a splash and spread effect to it. It does multi-shot and all that stuff, so this right here should be really good against that new hull. But anyway, so getting back to the new hull, let's go ahead and just get that built real quick. So we know we're going to put multi-shot on here, right? I'm sorry, we know we're going to put scatter guns on here, okay, because it's 100%. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. Hey, babe, are you soaked? Oh my goodness. Alright, this says 1 second build time here, but that doesn't mean anything. All of that is just placeholders right now. When it actually comes out, obviously it's not going to be an instant build. See, I'm still only up to 6 seconds. Alright. Anyway, we did get a new special, too. Alright, so... Let's see if I can just remember what that... Oh, there it is. It's called the Hydroxide Injector. The Hydroxide Injector gives you a multi-shot buff. And it also gives you a corrosive damage buff. Alright. So, obviously, we want to kind of test that. Now, there are other specials you can get that will give you a larger multi-shot buff. I don't know how many of these are stackable. So, we have... Alright, so the Barrel System 3 is not stackable. There was the Anti-Missile Proliferation System that gives you a multi-shot buff. That's not stackable. So, it doesn't look like there's anything else to give you an additional multi-shot. Now... the damage type on there is corrosive. What specials give you corrosive buffs? I'm trying to remember. I can't think of anything. I think of nothing. Stuff like agility system I'd avoid only because it gives you evade and you don't need evade. Okay, so it's not a way to efficiently add stuff to your ship. Other specials you might. Man, it is raining so hard outside. I mean, it's like just like a cloud in the front yard. My gutters are overflowing, and they're clean. They just got cleaned recently. Alright. The preview's good for a little bit. I don't exactly know what time. I think it was 3 o'clock, so about another hour and a half. The preview server's up for about another hour and a half. Alright. Oh, we were talking about other specials. So, let me see here. We have... I didn't know Fallout Armor's a special, so we got explosive defense. Now, let's look at the ship again real quick, because we have a defense handicap of 100%. So anything you add on there that's going to add any kind of defense percentage is not going to go on there. If you put, if you try doing stuff like compound armor, it's not going to give you anything. I can put that on there, and nothing shows up here under defense. I mean, it was really just a waste of a spot. So you don't want to do any of that. Even like a reflective coating, it gives you radioactive defense. It actually won't give you any of that. The shield attack right here gives you a tactical field resistance. I think that carries forward, if I'm not mistaken. Slow resistance is 61.9%, so that could definitely come in handy. But let me see. The tactical field resistance right here is 47, so it did carry forward. So that might actually be a good one to put on there.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, thank you, Turtle. Let's go ahead and get some Speed System 5. Now, if you have the limited hydraulic resistors, I wouldn't waste your time, quite honestly, putting this on there. Because stuff like the concussive defense, it's lost. And that's really the only extra thing that you get. So I would just go straight for Speed System 5. Alright, so that gets combat speed up pretty good. Let's see what else we got. What other specials can y'all think of that might be good? Is there any other specials you guys can think of? Now, just keep in mind, this weapon on here is a multi-shot weapon. So maybe if we can put something on there... Well, actually, this right here adds the multi-shot, right? So we're actually going to get multi-shot 7 on these, and not 6. So the multi-shot's going to be a +1. Looking at the weapon... Okay, we can put stuff on there. It's got a splash and spread attributes, so we can add that. If we have something that will add splash or manipulate the splash or spread. Oh, hey. And so something like if you wanted to do like a combustion system too, That would give you a splash buff, a spread buff, and projectile speed buff. That could come in really, really handy. Another thing that you can probably try is Explosive System 4. I'm sorry, Explosive System 4. Where are you? It's probably looking right at it, and I don't see it. I think I know Incendiary Shells is really popular, right? Because that adds 62% splash and gives you a fire field chance. But the fire field chance, it's supposed to be just for mortars, if I'm not mistaken. So I don't think that would actually work. But I quite honestly, I think these things here are going to create fire anyway. Oh, there it is, Explosive System 4. So this one right here actually will reduce your spread. So this will actually focus the fire if that's something that you're interested in, and give you really good projectile speed. See, 43.3 is R15, 62% splash. In comparison, this one right here is 37 projectile speed, so not quite as fast, but this has a lot more splash. And obviously this has a positive spread buff. So this will... less focused. This right here is more focused. What direction do you guys think would be best? I mean, if you think about what we got here, we got scatter guns. Do we want to have a focused kill, or do we want to spread it out? Probably focus it, right? Yeah, I think so. Probably focus it. It's less splash too. That just means it's not going to do quite as good a job as at killing the neighbors. Oh, yeah. All right. That's a good one. Turret defense. So, let me see. We have Siege Battery that gives you 50% turret defense. It also gives you a buff on building damage and wall damage. That's actually a really good one. We'll go ahead and put that over there. Now, currently our weight is still really, really low. We're only at 4,900 tons. So we've got room on there for armor. Now, currently we have 93,500 armor. Now we did add there's 7 times 5, so 3,500, so it was 90,000 armor points. We could add some more armor to it, I guess, but let's see what our repair time is. I know there's a repair time in here somewhere, right? Alright, it's probably under miscellaneous. Total repair time right now is 1 hour and 16 minutes. All right. Now, obviously, if I add armor, that is going to increase the repair time. But the thing is, you know, we have this repair modifier and deal. If you add armor, that will tweak your repair modifier. So, you know, if you add something with a low repair modifier, y'all can probably hear my daughter, huh? She's talking pretty loud. Alright, let me, here we go. Current song, put that in there. Alright. Now, I could go, there is a Streamlined Cadmium, alright, that gives you extra turn speed. Alright, and extra combat speed, even. And, I don't know. I kind of like the idea of using that. And this is a rush fleet, by the way. It's the short range weapons. Now their weapon range on here is 82, which for a rush fleet weapon is actually pretty freaking good. But let's go ahead and put 3 of these on here. That gets my weight up to 7243. I believe I had a target weight, if I'm not mistaken, that I wanted to stay under. See if I can. I can never remember that. I need to just put it on a sticky and put it up here. $76.21. I want to keep it under $76.21. I love this build. Anybody else? Anybody else love this build? Alright, I think I'm going to save this. Anybody wants to recommend, if anybody wants to recommend changes, now is the time. Excuse me. Now I built this when I'm out, so I'm going to have to like build instantly going forward, I think. I'm using uranium because I'm using the Scourge armor. Scourge armor Scourge armor takes uranium to build. What is its weaknesses? Currently, its weaknesses are ballistic. All right, it's a ballistic and concussive, and even corrosive to a point. Corrosive too. So we got corrosive, concussive, and ballistic are its weaknesses. So you notice it's, yeah, those are those are its weaknesses. And also evade, really. Now, the only way, quite honestly, if you wanted to build it up against that ballistic, I don't know if there's any. I don't think there is any. Sorry. I think I ate too many mincemeat or something, man. It's just rough on my throat. Throat lozenge time. There is plate armor that you can use, but it's the impact that it's going to make is not going to be very strong. So we have ballistic plate armor right here that will give you a deflection of 7.36. Now, granted, mine's not retrofitted at all. It's such a weird number, isn't it? 7.36. This down here, 4.33, so not quite as good. And this right here has also got penetrative explosive, but I don't know. I kind of feel like it's best just go straight for the raw armor points. If you can keep your repair down with the armor, you know what I mean? Yes. Well, the blunderbuss also would tear it up. So we have a blunderbuss turrets. If you have that scattergun turret, the chain gun or something or other, I can't remember what it's called. But anyway, let's go ahead and build this guy. Oh, man, I always have this freaking problem. Alright, ship dock is full. Let's go scrap some stuff. Hey, I don't want to repair these. I'm going to scrap them. Scrap them. Alright, they're gone. Jerks. They were jerks anyway. Now, do we want to just take one out real quick? I did just build instantly, right? Do we want to just take one out and see what it's made of real quick? Alright, now this is no rank or anything, okay? Hey, Deathstorm, I do take requests, bro, but they're generally tips. They require tips. I mean, especially if I've already done it. I also, you know, being that my gantry's here and all that, I kind of feel like I want to go check out my Mega Hull. Yeah, look at them guys go, man. Super fast. Dang. Dang, he died. Nice. Alright. Let's go in here and see what this guy looks like real quick. Yeah, the shipyard right now is just for the new hull. I'm not, this is the preview server. You could potentially place one in your guard, because if you look at the damage type is corrosive, right? And that was a weakness. So yeah, definitely. Look at that. Yeah, right now it's just the fire rate is really, really bad. This is definitely one you're going to try to get ranked up on the VXP weekend before you build the whole thing. It's mean though. Oh, sweet. That was awesome. Man, I should look at that blueprint better. Hey, who was it? Deathstorm? You might get your wish here, buddy. Man, look at that. I mean, the thing is pretty tough, man. I mean, really, it's kind of taking a beating. Love the little pinch, you know. Now this is what it looks like with no rank. I mean, it's still really, really tough. But we're gonna build a few of these and we're gonna put some rank on it. Let's see what it's up. Let's take it up against this Wendigo real quick. Hey, check that out. That was kind of awesome. Man, this thing is tough. We'll go ahead and get out of here.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, thank you for that follow, Deathstorm. Let's go ahead and get back out of here. And we're going to build a fleet of these and rank them up. I mean, it's really tough, obviously, without the rank, but it just doesn't do the damage you want it to. It's kind of slow. It just gets tougher, right? Because when it takes damage, it gets bloodthirst and it overloads. So let's take a look at the overload. Man, everybody up here is getting beat up, man. Look at all these red bases. I think this one was a Laredo. Nope. Thought I saw Laredo out here. Everybody's getting flat. Yeah, the Hall class thing is, it's kind of a trip, man. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like it makes sense. Sometimes, you know, I feel like it's all a scam, you know, that the tinfoil hat goes on. Alright, so I'll go ahead and speed that up real quick. Now, my objective when I built this thing like that was to get some speed and kind of keep the repair a little low. So this right here is an hour and a half's worth of damage. It's not too bad, right? Alright, let's do the same thing. We're going to go ahead and get some rank on this guy. So, let's see. It's $12.10. That's $23.10. Who's got a calculator? $24.40. Another $24.40. $24.40 again. I know I've said that 3 times, and I'm saying it for a 4th time. Oh, I thought we... Hold up. Pause. And skip. Sorry. I had that in my queue. I gotta remove that one. No, can't have that in there because that'll mess me up. Sorry about that, y'all. Man, I feel like it's just always saying $24.40 now. I think that was like the 5th time. Now we got $8.20. Man, ranking is expensive. It just blows me away that people go out there and do that. All right, let's go ahead and let's look at the blueprint real quick. Hold on. So, all right, so it's got a this build right here. It's got the Bloodthirsty. I'm sorry, Bloodthirst. Revenge Bloodthirst ability, special ability. And it also does Overload every 15,000 armor points of damage. And basically the only thing that happens... now, I seen it pinch. It doesn't say pinch here in the description. I don't see that. But I do see the 25% combat speed buff. Anybody else see pinch? I don't see pinch. I'm looking. I don't see it. Alright, let's go over here and look at it. Alright, combat speed overload effect. No, I still don't see it. Alright. The hydroxide injector right there. Multi-shot 1, corrosive damage 25%. Conflagration scattergun. It does have a death weapon, this right here, where basically it explodes when it, I guess when you die, it explodes. And it's got a range of 60, splash of 20, spread of 100. And damage is 1600, reload time 10. Why would it have a reload, I wonder? Radioactive damage 560. Cannot be used with and for remote targeting. Weird. Weird. Now, this right here on the field of effect, there's a radioactive damage, and it says that's a remote trigger. So, I guess that's the fire on the ground, right? The fire on the water or whatever. Yeah, it can be used as a resonance trigger. That's very interesting. Alright. Anyway, let's take this bad boy out one more time before we build its brothers and sisters. Mr. 2440? What do you mean? Yeah, these things are a little slow on the world map, but maybe we're not getting our world map speed buffs. All right, let's see what our the legendary Fury is like. Oh, shoots a lot better, doesn't it? Yeah, I don't see the pinch thing anywhere, but it's definitely doing it. I just don't see it in the blueprint. I'm not complaining, really, mind you, because I do like it. I just kind of hope that it is intended to be there. Because I think it's cool. Even it does make it overpowered. Quite honestly, people don't love things if they're not overpowered. People don't like balance. I think for a rush hole, man, this thing is pretty nice, man. I really like it. I like it. Like it a lot. It is a beast. I just kind of want to just drive around and just flatten everything with it. Alright. Let me go ahead and park this thing. This spot right here, I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's like a little spot right there. It looks kind of like a dead pixel. It drives me crazy on this map, okay? And it's definitely part of the map because it moves. It doesn't stay straight on my pixel, but there it is. That little spot drives me freaking bananas. That's the one thing about these 85s that I don't miss. And yeah, stuff like that bothers me. It does. Stuff like that definitely does bother me. Somebody just got bored and said, hey, let's drop a little white spot in here, make it look like they got a dead pixel. You know what I mean? Oh, I know where I saw Laredo's name right here. Alright, let me take a look in here of you mega ships. I so want to do this. I love the preview servers because I love being able to go on out and hit bases. I don't hit bases at all on the regular map. But let's go ahead and build a couple more of these ships real quick. Now, there's actually room in here for 5 with that weight. I do have room in here for 5, so... Yeah, I'm a 98. Oh, man, I need uranium? Are you freaking serious, bro? I got built instantly down here. Does it still take my uranium? What the F? What's in the shop? Maybe I can buy some. Hot dang. I bought some. Alright. Let's repair that guy. It's just awesome to be able to come in here and just throw it around like I got it all day, you know, gold. Just saying. It's kind of nice. I need to buy more. I need to buy more. I need more uranium. Alright. I just want to hit the button one time and go all the way to Legendary. I wanted to, like, confess and admit to me its sins. I wanted to say, yeah, that's right. I cost you 1,300 gold. That's what I wanted to say. I wanted to actually say that. I want it to confess and admit that, yeah, I'm ridiculous. That's what I want. But you're going to pay it. It should be just that obnoxious. It's because that price is obnoxious. But it's just trying to hide it. The build, it doesn't say have the build time in here right now. Right now it's like 6 seconds. You know what I mean? We don't know what the build time is currently. I've already spent, excuse me, about 5,000 gold so far. Or $500. Yeah, I guess I could, you're right, I could build it with something other than Scourge Armor. You remember back in the day, man, like Kodiaks and all that, when the Kodiaks came out, and there were no discounts for rank or anything like that. But I remember a guy hit my base with Kodiaks and saying, I told you Kodiaks could be awesome. But that fleet costs him like over $900. And I'm like, who do you think really won here? You know what I mean? I mean, if it's going to cost you $900 to build a fleet and make it awesome, you know, do you really think? But now, if I want to make my base tougher against these things, I can go ahead and put blunderbuss turrets and all of these up here in the front. Load it up with some blunderbuss turrets. What am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. There we go. That's what I wanted to hit. Yeah, you're right, Cone. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I think, you know, it just comes down to who's the winner, right? I mean, it's like, I guess people with money can always trump or potentially squish people who don't have money, but it's not very sporting. You know what I mean? In my opinion, it's not very sporting. But sometimes, you know, that some people need that a little bit more to feel better. You know what I mean? Feel like they've done something, you know? I mean, what fun is it to have money, right? If you can't use it to make yourself feel better. No, it's not. I'm busy. My wife's trying to kick me off the computer. Alright. Now, somebody made a good point that I could go in here and I could build one more and just not put that armor on it. Because I don't believe there's any way in here for me to get uranium right now. Yeah, I don't see Drac bases or anything. Wait a second. Let me look at the Forsaken missions real quick. Alright, so this guy gets 100,000. That's 100,000. That's 150. That's 250. I mean, I probably threw a bunch away. 250,000 if I'm willing to go for 10 million points. I can get more uranium. Alright, let's go ahead and equip some of these turrets real quick. Go ahead and put some blunderbuss action up in here. What auto I want to use with that? I want to put that on there. And that is a multi-shot, okay? So I could put hydroxide-coated barrels to add 2 more. It would add 30% corrosive damage if I had any corrosive damage on there. I think a lot of people are using, or there's Xinthium shells, right? Projectile speed buff. Expanded concussive charge. That gives you concussive damage buff and 60% splash. And let me go back to this turret real quick. So this does ballistic defense bypass, 100%. Yeah, I didn't think about it, but if there's other stuff that does, well, no, those base hitters actually have deflection, right? So deflection bypass is what I would need. And that does not have 100% ballistic deflection bypass. It's basically intended to keep out the basers. And that's it. But, I mean, it still does 100% damage. I mean, because there's no defense on that particular hull. So there's that, and that does have a splash of 8. I don't know that that splash of 8 is really all that good. I think it may be better off with the multi-shot. Oh man, what the heck, no freaking power. It's not going to last long anyway. I just go ahead and clear that out. Yep, testing the Fury in PvP. I got to go hit bases with that. Yeah. Alright. Anyway, corrosive defense. You could always, the deflection on these, at 20 deflection could come in handy. 20 deflection. I mean, that's kind of better than the 7.36 I'm getting right here. You know, plus you're getting armor points. Just by putting the D5 on there. So, I would be throwing away the corrosive defense, but, you know what, screw it. Right now I need, I don't have any uranium, so I can't really put any back on. These aren't going to keep up either with the other boats, because they don't have the same armor. But this I can afford right here. Not again. Jesus H. freaking Christ. No, 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 no. Dock. Alright. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and put that one in here, and I guess I'll go ahead and rank it up too real quick. Yeah, I already did. Not that. I did. I already bought the uranium up there that I could buy. I'm not resentful though. I'm sorry if I came off. If there's any coiners on here that earlier that were offended by me, I don't. I'm not resentful towards coiners. I'm a coiner myself. Obviously, we don't all coin the same amounts, but some people might think that I'm a filthy coiner, you know. I'm basically the kind of coiner that will spend $100 for the extra bonus. I'm really thrifty that way. And for the 25% bonus, if I can go out and buy Facebook gift card deals, I'll do that to make sure I get like that extra 20% off the front end, or whatever I can get. And then basically I challenge myself to see how long I can make it last. But I don't sacrifice my whole game. It's like if I can, I like to get the new fleet. I like to have the boats all built, just empty ones for VXP weekend. And I will coin holes if I need to get that done. And then VXP weekend comes in, and I'll spend whatever I got to spend to get them up to legendary. And then I'll put them back in. So, you know, a lot of times I'll go to the shop up here, and I'll look for ship build tokens like this one right here to save a few gold. So, but I don't really do PvP anymore. I don't really hit bases anymore. Quite honestly, it was a lot of... Kickside just made it ridiculously expensive for a long time. And I ought to go hit that guy right there, right? Level 50. I need to be brave. Be brave. Go hit a base. Alright. This is Miss K right there. My neighbor. I don't think she'll mind. The only downside I don't like about hitting bases here on the preview server is usually my base is flat again before I come back out. And I don't get to see it. Because I can never get the playback to work on the preview server. Yeah, I would like to hit bases. I love hitting bases on here, but... Let me see. Let's zoom real quick. Alright, so, yeah, I'm going to keep going this way. Go ahead and see if I can get my... how much of my stuff I can get up. Bloodthirst. I gotta get my Bloodthirst up. Alright, let me zoom out real quick. How am I doing on my Bloodthirst? Do I got my Bloodthirst up? I think I do. Alright. Let's do this. I'm gonna just park it right here. What do you think? It's a rush fleet, man, so I should be able to just go all the way in. Like that. Thing's a monster, man. Let's go ahead and tell number 4 to stay back for a second. Yeah, I just got to park. That Retribution's really tough, isn't it? Dang. That was amazing. Its death weapon killed my fleet. That was awesome. That was so nice. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Let's go watch. It's probably too late. It's probably over. Oh, yeah. They did the same thing to me. Double cup. Oh, well. There's like floating launchers over here. What y'all think of that? With different guns? Let me see. Stop charging the FM kicks. Oh, changing. My bad. I'm sure the replay won't work, but we can try looking at it. Usually I always get like the loop of death here, or loading screen of death, I'm sorry, whatever you call it. I'll tell you the kind of coiners that I love to make fun of. The kind of coiners I like to make fun of are the ones that play on an old crappy laptop. You know, they got gamer PC money, right? But instead of, I don't know what that is. They got gamer PC money, but they'd rather give that money to Kixeye and not give it, you know, spend it on something that they can use. For all kinds of stuff. It's not just not productive. Alright, let's put this, recall. But like I told you all it was going to happen. Ooh, ouch, 11 hours. But that was fun for a minute. Alright, I really like that fleet, guys. Yeah, the playback's not accurate, but my playback never works on the preview server. I've never gotten it to work. That's the only downside I don't like about the preview servers is that I always get hit while I'm hitting a base, and I could never see how it went. You know, best I can do is maybe look at the battle log. And I can look at the battle log and try to see, okay, how much damage did I do? So it looks like for the most part, all of their ships are under half, or 3 out of the 5 are under half health. So I feel like I did pretty good. But I'm one of those where, you know, I get hit a lot. And anytime, you know, I never even started guarding my base until recently. Yeah. All right. Is there any other questions about the new stuff? Let me look at the survey real quick. All right. So here's a survey. So they want to know how we would rate the Fury as a Conqueror class hull. Do you feel the hull would be a valuable addition to your fleets? Would you change anything about the hull? If yes, what would it be? How would you rate the conflagration scattergun and hydroxide injector? What do you feel that the conflagration scattergun and hydroxide injector are valuable additions to your loadout? Do you feel that the conflagration scattergun and hydroxide injector complement the Fury? What changes, if any, would you want made to the conflagration scattergun and hydroxide injector? And that's it. That's the whole survey. So it's really just about hitting bases, checking out the new hull, the new special, new weapon. What we're looking at right now is not the final version. Okay, this is not the final version of these blueprints. Let me see if I can pull them up in here. So here's the Fury. Oh, there we go. Thought it wasn't going to load there for a second. So, I mean, it is a nice hitter. It is really, really tough. I mean, its strengths are really strong. Quite honestly, it's a really good rush hull. I like it a lot. I wouldn't want to be hit by it, but you know, you can't really design your base around just that Fury. You kind of got to design it around the Retribution, the Vendetta, and also the Revenge. So you have four holes now that you have to design your base to defend against. And quite honestly, it's impossible. It's impossible because their defensive strengths are really, really strong. And you know, I mean, you can build a really strong base that can hopefully kill them quickly. You know, like I said, I know the blunderbuss is really strong against that, but it would be really weak against the Revenge. So you wouldn't want to just load your base up with blunderbuss turrets. You need to have a good mix in your base for base defense. You need to have a good long channel. This channel is not very long. I've had longer, but this base right here is designed to have your guard right here, all five boats right here. So basically, they act as additional turrets, and they're intended to complement each other. That kind of thing. Well, a good guard would complement each other. But anyway, if you guys don't mind, I don't think it'll be good in the Forsaken Missions targets, quite honestly, is because the main thing they have is deflection and not defense. If you go in there and you look at the... let's just look at my build real quick. If you look at this build right here, look at the defense... look at the defense area, okay? There's penetrative deflection, explosive deflection, corrosive deflection, and radioactive deflection. Okay, what you don't see on there is defense. Okay, and a lot of these Forsaken Mission targets, different targets that don't Kixeye doesn't want you using your Conqueror hulls on them, so they put deflection bypass on them. Okay, so you're going to have deflection bypass on those extra targets, and you have no defenses, so these things aren't going to stand up very well at all in a Forsaken Mission target. I would not believe. So no, I wouldn't recommend any of these for your Forsaken Missions. If you need help with your Forsaken Missions, quite honestly, right now, you probably want something like the Harlock Citadel and a Citadel fleet. These ones right here were the ones that were actually designed for your Forsaken Missions. These are the ones that you want to use. Maybe they'll come out with a Garrison class hull that is a rush hull at some point. But these aren't that. What's going on, Frank? So yeah, I wouldn't recommend the new hull for Forsaken Missions. Alright. But if you guys don't mind, I actually have 0 experience with the Mega Hull right now. And this right here is purely selfish, and I apologize if that's anybody bothered by that. We can actually come back and revisit these prizes real quick if you want, but I just want to be selfish for a minute, okay? I want to speed this guy up right here. It's 31 days, 2 hours. There was, I think that there was a preview server. I'm not 100% sure. I think there was a preview server. I know if there was one, I did not get to participate in it, but it may have been just because of my schedule. So anyway, I want to see this guy right here. So let's just say I had $149.40 I wanted to spend right now, and then I just click the buy button. All right. And then locate. All right, that's kind of cool, right? There's a boat out here that's got my name on it. Let's see, view megaship. All right, so right now it's got like nothing on it. It's got that. Build. Bam. All right. It's kind of cool. All right, but I can go ahead and put like specials and weapons. I can't help but think that missiles might be best, just because if you think about missiles, let's go ahead and do missiles right now, or launchers. Maybe I could do launchers. There's antipode. The range on that's only 94 though, so I don't know if that's good. Let's go to missiles. All right, and you know what? I'm going to do switchblades. I'll do switchblades. I'm going to load it up with switchblades. And I know a lot of people don't like switchblades, and that's kind of part of the reason why I'm going to do it. Alright, so there's 7 of those. And then I got 2 special slots that I can put in there to complement those switchblades. We have the counter missile extender, right? Somewhere. Hermine just became a hurricane. Any of you guys hurricane buffs out there? Where the heck's my counter missile extender, man? I know I got it. And that's it. I think it's funny that you can put speed system on there. What's another good special? Oh, why not? Barrel system. Oh, I can't build it? Oh, man, I gotta have, like, stuff. Oh, that blows, man. I need titanium, I need advanced components, and I need metal alloy. I would have thought that I would have got something by default. I guess I have nothing. Yep, it's all zeros down here in the bottom. Well, that sucks. Alright, I can put, well, I can't even put more guns on it, man, because it takes more of the advanced components and metal alloy. Alright. More info. So, if you can get an upgraded bridge module, man, that's got weapon slots and stuff like that, it's potentially awesome. And the same thing goes back here for this. This here doesn't cost anything. If it doesn't cost anything, maybe I should do it. You know, because I don't know if you guys are familiar, but with the mega hulls, the any modules that you pull off actually goes into a storage. You get to keep them. So I could potentially, I don't know, you probably have to repair something to put it into storage. So it probably wouldn't save me anything. But the rest of it's cool. I just wanted to check it out. Click on the plus. Plus where? Which one? Click on the plus. I'm looking. What plus? Try buying the resources. Oh, I see what you're saying. Nope. Excuse me. All right. Anything else? All right, let's watch a couple more base hits real quick. I guess we can maybe do that. Yeah, I do wish I had that much coin. I do. Excuse me. Now, I gotta say something. I mean, I know I'm not, like... Once upon a time, I considered myself an expert at base defense and all that stuff, but... I don't really do that so much anymore. But sometimes when I see things, I kind of feel like I need to say something. Like, for example, this channel here is really, really short, right? And the blunderbuss, I don't believe that actually can hit... I don't believe that can actually hit submerged vehicles, subs, you know what I mean? So even though he can spot subs, he's got nothing up there to shoot at them. I should probably go ahead and see if I can make it like my job to successfully defend against one of these guys. These fleets. Technically, I guess he successfully defended. Oh, missed that one. He's actually going to drive all the way back out to get 100%. Well, the Omega... Why the Omega, if you don't mind me asking, Scuttle? I mean, I know it does ballistic reload buff, right? But also does ballistic defense, but all of that would be undermined by the defense handicap on the boat. This right here would be a good idea, putting one of these in my guard. Or two of them. All right, let me get back and look at the that one more time. Oh, you know what? R&D. There's R&D for that? Objectives. $5,000 titanium is needed. Ouch. All right. I mean, I'm just kind of curious. Let's go ahead and pull out two of these guys. Now, the Bloodthirst ability, let's review that real quick. The Bloodthirst ability, if they manage to achieve Bloodthirst at max stacks, they do get 600 ballistic deflection, concussive deflection, and corrosive deflection. So those are the weaknesses that they have. 600 is really not that much, but if you take the 500 corrosive deflection, and then add the 600. That's now up to 1100 corrosive deflection. So I don't know if anybody's else seen that, but let me go ahead and remove a couple of these. Let me put these in here. Let me see if I can throw together a guard real quick. Babe, did you need something? No, ma'am. I'm not going to be on here too much longer. What did you end up making? Oh, nice. Call me crazy, but well, this right here, you'd want a big splash, right? But you also want that projectile speed. I'll do that. Oh man, it's already like 5:30. Crap. Time's flying, yo. Alright. Looks like I'm hosting the show tonight. Alright. Alright, so there's that, and I think I'm going to do a whole lot of splash upgrade. What do you guys think? Is there something else that'd be better than splash upgrade? I mean, quite honestly, the idea is to put it out of reach anyway, right? So it shouldn't get hit right away. Front line for base guard. Let's see what frontline does real quick. Frontline countermeasure system. So I don't have anything on there right yet. Yeah, that's not going to do me a whole lot of good at the moment. And it's got turret defense on it too, so yeah, I don't think so. I think the frontline countermeasure system is probably not good for that. Yeah, and I didn't put any countermeasures on there. I'm not going to use that for countermeasures. Alright, actually, let me pull that off of there. I'm going to put that in my base guard. Excuse me. Now, this guy right here, that would be a different story. Or even the Gamma. I understand. I haven't built a Gamma yet, but I understand it. It makes a really good. I understand it makes a really good countermeasure hull. All right, let's just. I don't know. Alright, I gotta obviously move some boats around. Just everybody's, you know, currently, I think I'm gonna put it right there. There we go. See if I can go out here and pop real quick and get some action. Oh man, did I put the junky one in? Oh no. Okay, I'm good, I'm good. I think I watched this one already. I'll tell you guys something that I didn't know. I don't know if you guys knew or not, but you can use the S key to put at your ships back in auto. You know how I've already given them direction? You can use the S key now to put them right back into AI. Wow, man, they're like just blowing up like crazy. Wow, that's awesome. They're like pinching each other. All right, that's happening. So let's get out and see if I can. No. Yep, Thunder. Oh, nope, Spelunker there. One guy was dilly-dallying. Almost messed up. Yeah, I just learned about that the other day. I just happened to be going through the keys, the little thing up in the top, and I'm like, hey, when did they add that? Oh yeah, Thunder's in there. Nice. His name's spelt wrong. Yeah, you can even program it. You know how you have the away points now. You have the away points, and you can actually program it to go into AI once it reaches a certain point. It's kind of cool. All right, let's watch this ship right here. I'm really curious when it starts shooting. Because that's a weakness. But they are in Bloodthirst. Oh, and I did get pinched. That's probably something that I would want to put on there, you know, as some kind of pinch resistance. I didn't think about that. Yeah, I did not think about that one bit. Yeah, those mortars are fast, but they're still not fast enough. Well, there you go. There's a tip for you. So if you want to put one of these in your base guard, make sure you put some pinch resistance on it. It's like a bully, man. I feel like my little guy's getting bullied. It's like I had poor guy standing, hovering right over him, man. He's backed into a corner. Hey, Bubba. Yes, sir. Yeah, hold on. I actually do have some pictures. I need to crop them out so I can have them ready for the show, but... Show starts in 1 hour and 18 minutes, the BB show tonight. Y'all make sure you're there, please. More information, go to bp.battlevortex.tv. I'm going to be doing the hosting tonight, so I'll be starring on there as Battle Vortex tonight. Oh, he's got to go for 100%. This is not for real, man. It's not for real. All right. All right. I think the preview server is only going to be on for about 17 more minutes. I do need to get something to eat, so I got to get off of here. But I got to get something to eat because we actually have the town hall meeting also in 17 minutes. So it's going to be kind of rough. It's going to be rough. So, hold on a second. I thought if I just moused over it, it would show up there, but it's not. It's not doing it. Not doing it. Let me, where the heck was it, man, where it showed up? I know that's my build right there, but I don't know. I don't know. So, so there you go. It's instant build. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It's not instant build. We just don't know what the build time is yet. But yeah, so I'll see what I can do, Airman. Like I said, I got to get off of here. I got like 15 minutes to get something to eat and then get on the town hall meeting, and then I got to host the show tonight too. So an awful lot going on. It's going to be really, really close. Folks, I do appreciate everybody coming out and hanging out for a bit. We got 36 people on here right now. I guess I can do shout-outs. We got Ervic, Blue Cheese 91, Bite Me Hard, Carpe Diem, Nazara, Cone 80, Commodore Scuttle, Dread Molex, Electrical Skateboard, Frankenstein BP, Frogger Al, G Daddy D, Germany's Ben Stiller, G, Gimzo 159, Halcyon Vertigo, Cal Jericho, Linwood, Lucas 2K15 Boss, Mark Roberts 1959, Powwan 88, Quicksilver 2015, Scanderchin, Stop Changing the FM Kicks, the Mr. Alpha 1, Turtle 635, Why Not MBK, Damnation in Hellfire, and Sergeant 0311. Like I said, youtube.com/BattleVortex, and 1 hour and 15 minutes we'll be going live. Hopefully I'll see all of you guys there. And then we'll have an after show afterwards. So if you watch the chat, I'll make sure I get you guys a link. Y'all take care. Have a good one.
The price is wrong, bitch.